and welcome to Ask the Real Manos 2, The Quickening. And I just want to thank everybody here for all you've done as far as not just asking questions for this series, but just subscribing, commenting, suggesting videos, suggesting books and movies to review, and just being all sorts of supportive. I want to thank each and every one of you. You're terrific. And here we go. I'm going to start answering questions right now. And my first one is from the 8-Bit Champion. He asks, will you ever dress up like Manos? And I have, for Halloween, for 2 years running actually, I dressed up as Torgo, complete with the knees and the staff and the beard. And boy, it was fun. Lindsay and I went to Rocky Horror one year, and I was dressed up as Torgo. And I went outside for a minute, and somebody in line went, "It's Torgo!" It's like, oh, that was great. One person, that's all I needed. And I loved it. That was fun. And Lindsay, by the way, has dressed up as Batwoman. Not DC Comics Batwoman, but the Wild Wild world of Batwoman from MST3K. So we're dorks. And Channel 23, ha ha ha. Let's see. Can you do any impressions at all? Yes. His next question is, if you were given a chance to write for your favorite comic book character, would you do it? Yes. And let's see. And number 3, who in your opinion is the better live-action Joker on the screen, which also includes the Cesar Romero Joker from the 60s TV show? And, I guess I hate to say it because it's the most recent one and everybody, has been praising it, but, I mean, the Heath Ledger Joker, I mean, is superior to both the Jack Nicholson and Cesar Romero Jokers. And maybe it is unfair to compare his Joker with the Cesar Romero Joker because it's a different era and they were doing a different thing. And you can make the case that Romero's Joker was just like that Joker from the 50s and 60s. And this Joker from Heath Ledger was just like the Joker from, 80s, 90s, 2000s. That was the personification of the character. I mean, yeah, he put makeup on. His scarves were different, but the spirit of the character was there, and it's just altogether creepy and scary and funny, and it was just magnificent. And I can't. I love when he was announced. Everybody on the Ain't It Cool News boards would just threw up their hands and went, "Oh, Nolan's lost it." And there was tons of broke Bat Mountain jokes. Ha ha ha! Oh yeah, that was just wonderful. And tons of people saying, "Oh, he's never going to be able to do as good a Joker as Jack Nicholson. No one can do the Joker besides Jack Nicholson." Blah 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 blah. I love it when fanboys are proven wrong, and so obviously wrong. It's very, very delicious. And now everybody says how much Jack Nicholson's Joker sucked, which is, it's weird. It's like being on the other side. We'll see if anybody else can match it. Either in this Christopher Nolan movie series or, the eventual next TV series or movie project. King 1919-12. He asked me a bunch of questions. Okay. Film. Would you ever do a top 10 movies of the decade video? Which is a good idea, and I hadn't thought of that. And it just occurred to me, the decade's almost up. I mean, I just kind of got used to the 2000s, and I don't know, you grew up in the 20th century, so there's 70s, 80s, 90s. I kind of forgot. I guess so. And sometime in January, I will do a, what did you say, top 10? I'll do a top 10. Or I might do top 20. I'll figure it out, because I've loved a lot of movies of this decade, so we'll see what's going on. Top 10 favorite actors, and yeah, I have that list right now. Oh, by the way, I am planning to do a top 10 movies of 2009. How are we doing on time? Okay, good. 5 minutes? Excellent. Alright. My top 10 favorite actors. Okay. Now, you asked me top 5 favorite actors of the 2000s, so I decided to split it up. Anyway, here's actors all time, and I also included actresses in there, otherwise I'd be here for all fucking day. Number 10, and these, by the way, are all off the top of my head, so this list could change tomorrow. But number 10, Bela Lugosi. I've been really into Bela Lugosi lately, and his non-Dracula stuff, and I'm not talking the Ed Wood stuff. I mean, there was other things he did, and he's a really compelling actor. And number 9, Orson Welles. That guy could practically do anything, and I think he really did help further the art of film acting and radio voice acting. Number 8, Pam Grier. I'll watch Pam Grier in fucking anything. Audrey Hepburn, number 7. Big favorite of mine. Number 6, Christina Ricci. Much better actor than she's given credit for. I think she's just outstanding. Vincent Price. God, he did what, over 100 movies and stuff like that. If you only know him from, like, you know, Edward Scissorhands, you really should investigate him. He's just brilliant. Actually, my personal favorite of his is Dr. Phibes, the original Dr. Phibes. I also love, oh God, I guess The Last Man on Earth, and he's just such a terrific actor. And number 4, Samuel Jackson. Nobody can hold a scene better than Samuel Jackson. Cate Blanchett. I'm convinced she can do anything. I mean, she's played Russians and British queens and elf princess queens and dudes. She's played fucking Bob Dylan, for God's sakes. And I mean, 17-year-olds in the Benjamin Button movie. I mean, yeah, she can do it. Number 2, also, actually the top 3 are actors who I think can do anything. Number 2 is Gary Oldman. And I sometimes think he'd be a bigger star if he wasn't such a chameleon. Because I think people forget that the same guy who was Commissioner Gordon was also Dracula and Sid Vicious and the pimp from True Romance, and God, I mean, what he's the crooked cop from The Professional, Romeo's Bleeding, Fifth Element with that crazy Southern accent. God, that guy. Oh, and he's also in the fucking Harry Potter movies. Jesus Christ, he's one of those actors you go, oh yeah, he's in that too, and I love him. Oh yeah, he's in that. I mean, he's fantastic. And number 1 is, you know, Johnny Depp. I got to give it to you, Johnny. You could have been like, you know, a cutesy matinee star, and you could have really sold yourself on that. And you know, not that that's a bad thing. That's an obvious thing, but you obviously went against hype, and it eventually paid off for you. And his performance in Ed Wood is just captivating. And of course, the pirate movies, they wouldn't have been anything. There wouldn't have been 3 of them if it wasn't for his performance. The fact that he kind of took a risk and just went apeshit with this role that wasn't even supposed to be drunk or whatever the fuck he was. God, that guy's great. And let's see, how are we doing on time? 1 minute? Okay. This is the end of part 1. Push the button, Lindsay.